Hi, I'm Pantazi. Today we're going to talk about Hohan Soken's Kyusho notes again. This time the target's Denko. Denko can be attacked by the fist, the elbow, the foot, and it's a fatal target. And what most people don't realize is that it's embedded in the signature moves and the encyclopedia that are karate katas. This is not found often in other martial arts, but there is a couple moves that can be assimilated as such. So let's get into the target. Now what it does is it stops the blood circulation, it can stop the breathing, and again, it can be fatal. It depends on how you do it. Even with light blows, you can get a devastating effect on the individual. Their thoracic area contracts, which means you can't breathe. You can't take a deep breath because everything, all your musculature and the lungs, limited capacity, the diaphragm doesn't function properly. It constricts the whole chest. That puts pressure on the chest, the heart area in particular, and that hinders the blood supply of the blood circulation. That's with a light blow, okay, and that's with a broadside attack. Now, when you use specific knuckles, like you're using a blood pool hand and you go in with your first two knuckles, whether you're doing it with a fisted position or you prefer your hand open like many martial arts have done, then it depends on how deep you're going to get. Again, you want to go into this area with the specific tools of the knuckles, not the broad side of the whole fist, although again that can cause devastating pain. It could probably also cause the fatality if the person, the individual delivering the blow, is substantially larger and stronger than the person receiving the blow. Again, these all depend on the structures of the people as to how powerful they can be in effect. Unless, of course, you're using the specific knuckles. Instead of like using a stick, you're using like a knife. All right, you could also get it with the elbow attack and many different weapons that you could utilize. You could use the 6G hands using the iron bone hand, the blood pool hand. You could use the iron sword attack as well. Now in kata, some of the signature moves that are working with the Denko or reminding us that the Denko is there and two fisted positions that can attack it is this position in through here. Okay, you see it in many different styles, a lot of names for that. I'm not going to get into naming because people have problems if they're not in a particular style, what that's called. So I'm just going to say this position. Now, in Kung Fu forms, you're going to see that movement come back in several different ways. You could also see it in a presentation from Kata Sanshin and Seiyuchin. So many different karate techniques can be adapted to this target. And Hohan Soken, let's face it, was a karate man. Now you can see this in Nahanchi, you can see this in so many different katas. Your elbow strikes, you can do it with a thrusting elbow that you could see in Seiyuchin. You can see it with a crossing elbow from Nahanchi, Kusanku, or even the Pinan katas. You can see these movements in Weichi-Ryu. You can see them in so many different styles. Even if you're studying the Wing Chun, there are different processes for getting into those low targets. So again, this is a very powerful technique. In the extended film, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the anatomical approach. We're going to take the three-dimensional model and we're going to go deep inside the organs and the blood vessels and the nerve tissues to explore what you're really attacking. And then we're going to go into the demonstration as well. But before that, I got a great story that we're going to add. So join us in the extended versions. You can click here on YouTube and join the extended membership, and you have not only this film, but all the films that have come prior, and there's probably 30 by now. So you could also go to Patreon, and there's probably 80 films right there. And of course, the Platinum subscription on Kyusho.com, there's over 250. So I would welcome you to join one of those subscription services and to get the extended video here on Denko, the fatal target of Hohan Soken's Kyusho notes.